Yes, y'all. Welcome to the Klyph Notes podcast, man. You know where we at. We're available on all your favorite podcast platforms. We are on all of them, man. You name it, we are there. So if you haven't yet, be sure to subscribe so that you don't miss new episodes as they are released. But then also be sure to like and rate and review and share the podcast, man, so we can continue to be this platform for creatives as they create creativity creatively. Nah, I'm tripping. The last episode that I released, man, got a lot of love. That was episode 164 with my guy Easy McCoy. It was a grand time, man. We had a chance to catch up and just talk about how long we've been connected for like a couple of decades, and it was really cool to be able to sit and chop it up with the things that he's working on, and it was just a really good time, and people really resonated with that. I had people hit me up about that episode, man. So if you haven't checked, go check out episode 164 featuring Easy McCoy. But this one is just as dope, man. It's a quick hitter for you. I had a chance to connect with two cats representing Ohio who have represented hip hop for a number of years, man. The Doctor, producer, DJ Rawls, and prolific rapper from Ohio, Cas Metah, came together to release a project titled Criminal Minded. Titled Criminal Blinded. Criminal Blinded is the name of the project. And it's dope, man. And it was cool to have them come through and not only talk about the project Criminal Blinded, but talk about life, man, and talk about their careers. And it was really, really cool. And I love these sorts of conversations because they are so real, they are so organic, and these guys really shared their story. So be sure to let people know about this one, because they're gonna dig it as well. This is episode number 165 of the Klyph Notes podcast, featuring Jay Rawls and Cas Metah, talking about the new project, Criminal Blinded. Check it out.
Support for the Klyph Notes podcast comes from Akepele Apparel, an idea born from a love of hip-hop, funk, and soul music and its surrounding cultures. With fashion being a huge visual part of the cultures, they've created expressive images to pay homage, invoke nostalgia, and showcase the elements that make up the lifestyle and cultures of these genres. Akepele, apparel for the music lifestyle. For more information, check out akepele.com. That's AKEPELE.com.
All right, here we go. Yes, y'all. You know what it is, man. DJ Klyph, and excited to have an opportunity to chop it up with two cats. It's a welcome back for me to have a chance to chop it up with the professor, with Dr. Jay Rawls. Rawls, what up with you, man?
I'm good, man. I'm chilling, man. Sitting here at my son's wrestling match, but excited to talk to you, Klyph, see what's going on. My brother Cas Metah, what's up?
No doubt. Hey, yo, Cas, it's crazy, bro, because it's like that 6 degrees of separation, right? For me, like Theory is the homie. Been a fan of Scribbling Idiots for a minute. And then you and I just been connecting, especially recently. You just been sending me joints. Thank you so much for sending me joints. So to have an opportunity to connect like this now, it's, I really appreciate you taking the time, B.
Hey, man, likewise. I recognize what you do for the culture, man. Like, even all the way out here in Ohio, it's probably, just because I do try to pay attention to what Portland is doing. I think Portland is an important demographic, you know what I mean? So y'all killing it out there. I mean, I just listened to the Easy McCoy episode about a week or so ago.
Word.
Me, that's another 6 degree of separation. I got joints with him, a couple joints. One of my biggest songs ever is a song called Get Right with him on it, back when he was Soul P.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, it's dope to connect in this type of atmosphere.
No doubt. Okay, so speaking of connects, man, let's just start with this. Both of you cats represent Ohio, but the connect in terms of this project, because I was trying to look back and I didn't see where you folks had worked together prior to this project.
Yeah, we have a song out that came out in like 2012 called Drowning Man.
Okay.
It was on a project that I did with one of the Scribbling Idiots as a duo, my man Wonder Brown.
Word.
Shout out Wonder. And we did a song. Rawls produced it. Copyright was featured on it. We did a video for it too.
Okay.
You can check that out on YouTube. But Yeah, that was. I think. I think that's the only like previous joint we have together.
It
Got you.
is. It's just been, me and Kaz have been fan for years, and how you just keep seeing people be like, yo, yeah, we're gonna work, and then we finally had the chance to make it happen. But Kaz is probably the hardest working man in the game, especially in Ohio. I'm gonna give him that
Yeah.
because he got collabs with people that everybody would dream they could have collabs with. He's killing it right now.
And that's and I mean, that's 100%, and it shows on this. It shows on this project too, just in terms of the features. But before we even get to that, I agree, Rawls. It's like, Kaz, you've done so much work in building with artists throughout the years, and you built such a great discography for yourself. To hear you rhyme on, so let me just say, bro, I'm a fanboy out once again, like I did the last time I had a chance to talk to you, Rawls, bro. Like, your production to me is. I mean, you're known for the soulful production. Your the way that you sample joints, the way that you flip. It's just, it's so reminiscent of what I feel is the greatest era of hip hop ever. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
yeah, I do.
for you for you, Cass, to be able to rhyme over these beats, it feels like such a really great match. You know what I'm saying? The way that you guys came together on this. So, all of that being said, when you, like, in terms of putting this project together, was it collaborative from jump, or Rawls, did you just send Cass some beats, or like how did that work?
It really, real talk. This is what I like about Kaz. Kaz can make anything happen at any time.
Yeah.
I'm doing the education thing, so I was really, really hit. And so we had always talked about it. So he was like, you know what? There's a few beats that you had done in the past that I could see myself messing with.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, see, the thing about me, I put out instrumental records, but I always wish somebody would rap over them. Like, nobody makes a beat and you don't want nobody to rap over it ever.
Word,
So
word.
Kaz is a smart dude. He was like, yo, some of them history's greatest battles, topics, and campaigns I want to mess with. And he started from there. And so then I started thinking of some beats and some ideas that would go wrap around it. And then that's when I was able to, wrap it up and give him some other stuff. But yeah, that dude, yeah. Shout out, man, Cas Metah, go for it, man. I'm talking too much, man. I'm talking too much.
So
So,
you ain't talking to yo. I listened to our last interview that we just did, and I'm the one that just goes on a tangent. I was like, I talk way too much, way too much. So I'm gonna try and keep it brief, but I can run on sentences. I guess I don't know, but yeah. I mean, yeah, like you said, I picked some older beats. I picked some newer beats. It's about half and half. I think we only did that. It's like 4-3, you know what I mean, in terms of old and new. If I really sit and think about it, that were like, made a little for me. But yeah, I don't know.
okay. Well, let's do this then. I want to run down some of the joints in particular that I love. Let's start with Glory. Glory was, I think, one of the first ones that I started playing on air. Once again, the way you flipped it, Rawls, was just a little ridiculous. You know what I mean? That track in particular. Talk to me about when you were writing that. I guess, Kaz, like, what was your idea? What was your thought process of that particular track, Glory?
Glory, it almost, when we did Drowning Man, it was felt spiritual, hard on your sleeve type joints. So Glory almost reminded me of part two of that, or not part two, but just a continuation of that thought process. Humbling yourself. A lot of times we like to be braggadocio, and I love it. I love the punch one liner as much as anybody, but it's cool to have that balance. I want to give that balance to the project.
Hold up, Kaz. You chopping up again. Say it again. You talking about you want to have balance on that?
Yeah, I wanted to have balance over the whole record, over the whole project, in terms of hit you with some, conscious, thought-provoking spiritual, and hit you with a little bit of the braggadocio rhymes. So Glory was just one of those where I could get into that, more of that spiritual chamber. I mean, he had the samples in there, the glory to the living God, give glory to you. So that's automatically like, what else are you gonna do with that? You know what I mean? You're not gonna do any other concept but that. So that's an easy. That's like an alley-oop slam dunk. You know what I mean? When the producer has a beat that just speaks to you, like, just, you don't even have to think of the concept. The concept is just, it's already there. So
Yeah.
that's an easy one to write. And then just to sometimes I just want to get my 16 on and holler at the homies.
Yeah.
So that was the perfect opportunity to bring in Dribbling Idiots fam and recruit them, get them song. And then, D1 got in there and did his thing on the post production and the mix and really took it out of here. And yeah, the rest is history.
So fire, man. We talking about the project just released, man. Criminal, Blinded, J. Rawls and Cas Metah. I just want to ask, so like when you Rawls in making that, the way that you flipped it, you hear this almost call and response. It's almost like you can picture a choir and then like a choir leader or the pastor like kind of going back and forth. Is that what you were trying to create, or was it just the feeling, just the vibe?
It was a vibe, man. Like honestly, when I heard that record, I just kept playing the song over and over because when I'm making beats, I just listen to music. You know, I'm not really the skip through and look for a piece to sample type of dude. Like I was probably cleaning the studio or something like that, and I heard that, and I was like, "Yo, that's some spiritual. That's like," and I thought of drum patterns because I always start with the drums.
Okay.
And so I wanted that drum pattern to be real uplifting. That's why it's got this staccato. That's why it does that, because it's a play on the idea of, you think of spiritual, you think of slow and mellow.
Yeah.
But I picked it up. I wanted to pick it up.
Word.
And I had originally made that like to be like something on some like an instrumental or something like that. I didn't know if anybody could rap to it. But when I started talking to Cas and we was building, I was like, let me see what he would think about this. Let me see what he would, and of course he picked it, and I was like, okay. I wasn't sure,
That's what's up. That's a real MC right there, man. You know what I mean? So as I'm talking to y'all, I'm holding. I copped the vinyl. I copped the red joint. You know what I mean?
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Talk to me about the artwork on the project, man. So I feel like I should recognize, but talk to me about the front cover and then the back cover.
Shout out to Ghost Octopus. He's a phenomenal graphic design artist that I've been working with since like 2015. He did my artwork for an album I did called Old Fashioned and just blew me away. And I already knew he was dope because that's why I hired him, because I had seen something he had done for the homie Migrant Son. And I was like, yo, who did your album cover? It's fire. And he's like, oh, that's my dude out here. You know what I mean? So, and then I just went to him time and time again. I mean, he did so many covers for me for full-length albums and singles since 2015. So it was a no-brainer to holler at him. And he's a conceptual guy. Like I usually don't even holler at him with an idea. He comes up with the idea based off of, I'll send him the album and let him listen to it and kind of feel it out like that. So basically what he kind of translated to me was, the criminal blinded, like the guy, covering his eyes and like putting a hand up is almost like putting a blind eye to really what's going on out there. And of course the title is a flip off of Criminal Minded, right? So that's initially when I came up with the title, it popped in my head as like a clever play on words. And then I started putting the concept together to it afterwards. It didn't happen the other way around, and the concept being just like, being blind to the things that are going on in the world, whether it be, racism, police brutality, and then, when you're talking hip hop, you're talking like, just the whole, like the separation between what we hold true as hip hop culture and then the other side of it, the more commercialized side. It was just several different things that kind of popped in my head in terms of that. And I think he knocked it out of the park in terms of like what his vision of, what that meant with the hand up. And then on the back, as far as us just kind of replicating it, I'll be honest with you, I don't remember if that was me or Ghost that kind of came up with that idea. It might have been me, just in terms of like, what are we going to have on the back of the vinyl, right?
Yeah.
Like, and so it was just something to kind of match that. So I think Rawls and I had done a show, and after the show, I had my homie Rob snap that picture outside of the venue, and yeah, the rest, as they say, is history.
No doubt.
That was it.
It's
That was
so
it.
dope. So like where can people cop this though?
So Fat Beats pressed and distributed the record for us, man. Shout out to them. You can find it on their website, fatbeats.com. And then it's funny that you say you got the red joint, because I don't think it's red. I think they dropped the ball on that. They were supposed to do a red variant.
Okay, hold on now. Now I'm
Did
gonna
you
do
open
this.
it already?
No, I haven't opened it yet. I hadn't
It's
even opened
probably
it yet.
black.
Hold
It's
on.
all good. It's probably black. And I think
Yo, he thought he got the colored joint.
Yeah, look, bro, I was all, you know what I'm saying? It's something exclusive. Hold up.
it's. I will bet you $1,000 it's black, and the reason being is I ended up talking to my rep afterwards. I don't want to get too much into the private side of the business side, but long story short, we went through a couple reps. A couple people had left the company. You know what I mean? I got passed to a new rep. You know what I mean? And so like some things got lost in translation. I was never told by my new rep that HHV ended up not doing the red color, and so we just have 300 black press total, and then HHV as covering theirs. But
okay,
I feel so bad after that, because I know people was paying extra for shipping all the way from Germany. I did it myself. I ordered a copy just for myself because we didn't get any, and I had to find that out too. So a little too late.
Listen, bro. The project is fired. Whether it's red or black, it doesn't matter. The project is fired.
I appreciate that. I know. It was just when they told me that, I just started relaying that to people, because I was like, I know there are collectors out there that get geeked off of the color variants and things. I'm not really one to mind either way.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter to me. I just
need the black one.
Yeah, I'm cool with the black, man. I'm cool with as long as it's wax.
Yeah,
it's
wax. It's vinyl. I'm
good. It's huge to get your record pressed on wax, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Just to be able to hold the physical, especially in these times, man. I mean, and that's one of the things that, these conversations that I've been having, especially this year, as we're talking about celebrating the 50th anniversary of hip hop. And Rawls, I'm sure we talked about it a little bit when we talked last. This year being significant for a lot of folk, being able to see the change, to see the growth of the industry, for two individuals like yourselves who have been making music for so long at such a high level, to see the growth and graduation and appreciation and acceptance of rap as an art form. With that growth, with all those great opportunities, things become a bit disposable, especially in the digital age, right? We can easily now just download or stream or whatever the case may be. To have something like this is gonna last, unless, God forbid something happens and my house burns down or whatever. This is that physical situation that we can hold on to. And when we think about our youth and our parents had these physical records, and that's oftentimes how we were introduced to music. For you to have something like this now that your kids and your grandkids can then pull off the shelf, you know what I'm saying, and hold on to, is that a part of that idea of, I want to release that physical because I want this to be different from just something people go and stream?
Oh, most def, man. I mean, honestly, to me, having that physical is just a better manifestation of your art.
Mm-hmm.
Because the thing is, man, everything's out there in the digital world, and we understand that, and that's what everything is now. But there's something about being able to rub that record that on your jeans until that plastic breaks, and being able to pull that out, right, and you pull out the sleeve and you look at it and you see that shine and you see that wax. There's nothing like that. And then you can read the credits.
Yeah.
See, that's one of the things that it's like almost a lost art to be able to sit and read the credits and go through the music. It's like actually, when you hold it in your hand, it feels like you actually own the music. That's the difference.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. We talking about the project Criminal Blinded. It's available right now. J. Rawls and Cas Metah. There's an well, we talked about the title of the project, but the title cut, Criminal Blinded. I think this speaks a little bit, Cas, to what you were saying about the idea behind the title and how, to me, bro, just how powerful it is and how that comes across in the verses on that song, man. And you know, it can sometimes come across maybe as cliche-ish or preachy, but the fact of the matter is, we do live in a world where a lot of stuff is you know, we hide our heads in the sand, man, and I'm guilty of it as well, of all the atrocities that exist on this planet. To be able to have the skill set to share those ideas, to keep them at the forefront of our minds, yet not have it come across as preachy, is a skill. And I feel like that definitely comes across on this project, the way that you and D1 and Rel McCoy presented it. When you're writing a song like that, is that something that you have at the forefront of your mind, or is it just, no, this is something that needs to be said and that y'all need to hear?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely never really liked the whole preachy side of. I like telling a message and preaching without preaching, like, for sure. You know, and that's just something that I had to develop. I probably, you know, in the early 2000s, probably had a few little preachy rhymes here and there, and it was just something I had to wean myself away from. I just don't feel like that's my particular calling. Shout out to the dudes that hold that side of it down. You know what I mean? I think that's what's dope about God, is he's such a creative creator.
Yeah.
Like, you can't put God in a box, right?
Word.
So yeah, I just feel like once I evolved into like kind of who I felt like I was supposed to be, that was always like what I wanted to do. I wanted to definitely hit you with a message sometimes and definitely make you chew on it, but without like turning you off by being too, like you said, preachy. So yeah, but at the same time, like, you got to give people that meat to chew on. Like, yeah, I guess it's just something that I kind of developed, you know. It's just me being me. It really, to be completely honest, it's just me being me. When I wear my heart on my sleeve on those types of rhymes, I'm just being me. So
I love that, man. I love that. We talking about Criminal Blinded, J. Rawls and Cas Metah. Jay, you are prolifically busy, as you mentioned, whether it be on the education piece and then also production, and then we see you on Twitch, and then, I mean, like, you out here doing stuff, man. If there was one, what would be the entry point for somebody? If you're like, okay, I'm hearing this interview, where do I tap in with J. Rawls?
Instagram, man, J Rawls 82. Because I think that way you get a little taste of everything. You could just pop in and you can see the education side, you can see the hip hop side, and then you can go, you know, whatever route you want. You know, the thing about me, I'm just trying to leave a legacy, man. I made an album in 2014 when I turned 40, and it was called The Legacy, and that's what all of this is about. I got 3 sons, and I'm just trying to leave them something to be proud of. You know what I'm saying? And leave them something there. So everything I do is for the next generation, period. You know, whether it's education, it's hip hop, I'm doing whatever. So, you know, if you want to tap in with me, check in on Instagram, JRaws82, and then go from there.
That's what's up. I love that. Okay, so Cas, I got to go back a little bit though. I really appreciate the way that you broke it down in terms of your journey, your process, in terms of writing and sharing art with folk. And man, charge it to my head and not my heart. You sent me a joint that you released this year that I feel like spoke specifically to that, and I'm a just because I can, I'm gonna see if I could pull it up real quick. What was the name of that joint?
Respect My Change.
Yes, Respect My Change, bro. So I feel like that really spoke to okay, that's what's up, Rawls. I really spoke to what you just talked about, right? Like the idea of, life is a journey, and this is and I don't want to put it out there. I'm gonna let you share that, man, in terms of how you wrote that, why you put it out there.
It's a good question, man. I mean, so I've been doing music like since 1995 when I first picked up the pen, and I mean, I kind of kept it to myself for the first couple years, just kind of sharpening before I even picked up a mic to record anything, and then and then by about 2002, well, even before that, I was putting out little tapes here and there, and I was just doing my thing. And then around 01, I had an incident where I was at a party, and long story short, man, there was a gun pulled out. I was standing in between the dude that was getting pointed at, and like I literally stared down the barrel of a gun and like had one of those life flash your eye type, awakening type moments, I guess, like over the next 24 hours, I guess you would say. And it's just like really kind of grabbed me. And I was like, I was just turning like 20 years old at the time. And so it's like, it's just that perfect, amount of like that perfect conditions to like set you forth on, obviously, like, what is it all here, on a God type journey, right?
Yeah.
Like basically is the way to put it.
Yeah.
So like, it really, and then I started going down that path, and then I kind of figured out, like I had already heard of Christian hip hop or whatever, but like I just started dabbling more in those type of circles, like in terms of, websites that had message boards where I could build with like-minded people, and like doing different events. And, I met the Scribbling Idiots cats, and we were all kind of on the faith mission. And, we did that type of stuff for years and years and years. And, but we were always kind of looked at like outcasts by certain groups of believers, right? It was always like, oh, those are the carnal Christians, because they're over there doing songs with secular rappers too. They're not, and they're doing bar shows, and they're whatever else they're into, you know what I mean? And so yeah, like we struggle with that. And like, so like when I say respect my change, and I've mentioned it in other songs too, where I have songs where I said like I didn't walk away from God, I ran away from religion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I feel sorry for anybody that don't know the difference.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's on a song called Off Those Meds with Ahmad and Cookbook. But I mean, that's the gist of it, right? Is like, I've been turned off from church and stuff by church people, you know what I mean? Like that type of, the people have pushed me away, but I never stopped believing in God. And, I surely have questions and things of that nature. But, I've been wrestling with God my whole life, ever since a teenager, man. Like he's always had to struggle to keep me in check. So it's a constant journey. Like you said, like life isn't so simple. I have fans that will hit me up on DM me, right, and ask me stuff about that. You know what I mean? They'll like they'll be in years behind, like, and just now finding out that, and they'll ask me if I'm still repping God and all that. And I'm like, it's complicated. It's not so easy to just yes or no answer that. You know what I mean? Like life is a journey. So I mean, see, I just went off on a tangent. You got me there. But yo, like,
you don't want to say you wasn't gonna talk so much.
That's be a deep question though. You can't just answer a deep question.
That's what I do, baby.
Like he really got me over here. He got me over here chewing on it. Klyph is a master, man. Like this is the thing. Due to him, he does interviews, like, so he knows what's gonna get people chewing, man, like for sure. But I hope I could we could really talk about that just the whole time. But I mean, yeah, it's a journey. And what I meant by on respect my change is like just accept my evolution. Like if you don't like where I'm headed and you like the old music, that old music will always be there for you to go back to, and you can listen to that. And if you want me to just always be on that spiritual mindset, you're gonna have to always listen to that older stuff. Not to say that I won't make that type of stuff going forward, but if I make a different type of song that doesn't line up with what you think I should be making, guess what? It's my art. So get over it. Like, I don't know what else to tell you. I love my fans, but they got to accept that I've always been kind of versatile, right? Like I've always, if you really check my full catalog, you will see that I've always been versatile. And I'll just wrap it up by saying that.
That's what's up, man. We're talking to J. Rawls, Cas Metah. The new project, Criminal Blinded, is out right now. Now, you said that this photo on the back of the project was taken after a show. Bruh, how y'all finding times to do shows, man? We just talked about how busy Rawls is, man. This must have been like during the summer months or something.
That was like March of 22, man. The homie Nova. I don't know if it was Nova or what, but someone in Columbus brought homeboy Sandman through.
That's the homie, man. I just brought him out here in August.
Yeah. So it was just one of those situations. Honestly, bro, I don't do shows anymore unless someone hits me up or invites me, because, man, I had a tour booked for April 2020, a 15-city tour book with AC alone. Yeah. And, if you think about April 2020, that's when COVID was hitting. So, like, that took the wind out of my sails when all them shows got canceled, man. I worked for months putting that tour together. Like, it was the best route I had ever done. We had everything from Ohio going clear out to Denver and back. Like, we had a real nice circle. You
and so many other cats, bro. You and so many other cats. Well, let me ask this, though. Have you guys... thought about, were you able to do any visuals off of the project?
Coming soon. Come.
Okay.
That's coming. And you're gonna really trip when you find out who the director is. That's gonna make it even dope.
Okay. All right. I'm intrigued. I'm very intrigued.
We leave you intrigued and wondering.
I like it, Rawls. I like it.
Like that.
Because me, I would have just spilled the beans, because I'm just...
Trust me, I know.
Yeah.
Put it like this.
Yeah.
The director is a prolific artist who's branching out and doing other things. So that's where we hitting, and it's all Ohio.
Oh, word.
It's all Ohio.
Okay.
That's how we do, man. We Ohio, man.
As we continue to do our job as curators and platforms for artists, it should go without saying, right? But I'm gonna invite y'all to say, Rawls, I mean, you guys are artists, man, and we've talked about the reasons that we create art, and we talked about what art can be. But how can we, as consumers and those who claim that we love hip hop, how can we best support the creative process?
Kaz, you want to go?
Man, I mean, the first thing that pops up in my head is just cop those physicals. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And that's the first. And can I say this? I was gonna wait, but I'm going. Yes, cop the physicals, but some people don't do physicals. I understand that. Go to your favorite local artists, go to their Bandcamp page, buy directly from their website.
For sure.
Find a way to actually support them where they get the money and it comes to them, and it don't go to Spotify and it don't go to Apple Music, because you ain't seeing no money from them. So if you really want to support, buy directly from the artist. Hit your favorite artist up and you ask them, how can I buy it from you? I don't want to stream it. I want to own it. I want my copy.
Right. I mean, even if you cop it on iTunes, like, we eventually gonna get that check too. So the key word here is purchase and not stream. Like, like purchase versus stream. So
there it is.
That's bottom line. Yeah, cop the merch, cop that physical merch, or the digital. Cop the digital. But either way it goes.
Or come see him in the show.
Yeah, come see a show.
Buy a ticket.
And I asked the question that way, bro, because like I said, some of it seems like it's a question that we would simply have an answer to. But what I have learned, being both on the curative side and then on with radio and podcasting, but then also with the live show side, is that it's very easy to be caught up in the stream of this is just what we do. And, oh man, I missed so-and-so was coming through town. Or, oh man, yeah, I know they said they dropped the record last week, and it's so easy to get pulled on to the next, right? And just as we are, I believe, with social media, just like with commercials, right? We're sort of guided through how we consume life. And so I realize now that we have to do the same thing when we have a platform. We have to guide people, right? We have to condition people. So we have to remind people, no, this is how we continue to create this great art, by supporting this great art. And I feel like we're so far removed from that over the decades because of social media and these other things. And so anytime I get the chance to help remind people, support these artists, I want to make sure that we do that. And I want to make sure that you guys feel that you have the platform to do that, to tell people, no, go cop that record.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Criminal Blinded, it's out, it's available right now. Listen, y'all, I know that you folk are like, I've been saying it over and over again. You guys are so busy. I so appreciate you guys taking the time to come through, to chop it up with me, to tell the folk about the record. I'm gonna let you get on with your day, but before I do, one more time, I just want to make sure people have an opportunity to connect with y'all direct. So, Rawls, I'm gonna start with you one more time. Let them know, how can they tap in with you direct?
Yo, word up, man. Thank you again, Klyph. Appreciate you, fam. If you want to tap in with me, it's Instagram at jrawls82, at JRAWLS82, and just build with me, man. What's up?
That's what's up. And then Cas, how can people tap in with you direct?
Instagram is a good one, and you got to be careful because my old page got hacked. So stay away from the one that's at Cas Metah. What you want is at real_Cas_Metah. And I don't know why I put all them underscores in there now I'm thinking about it, but I did. So it's there. But so real_Cas_Metah at Instagram. I'm on Facebook as well. I'm on Twitter. CAS METAH. I'm on Bandcamp. That's a good place to check for me. Those are the main ones for sure. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. The project is out right now. Criminal Blinded, J Rawls and Cas Metah. You can cop it. I got the vinyl, so I can definitely suggest that you strongly suggest that you do it as well. Rawlsmatic is still out there. Definitely be sure to tap in for that. Cas Metah is either on your favorite rapper's record or he's got your favorite rapper on his record. So definitely tap in with Cas any opportunity that you can. Listen, fellas, hopefully this goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. You have a platform here in Portland, whether it's the radio shows, the podcast, anything that I can do to help support the movement, man. All y'all got to do is throw up the bat signal. Yo, Klyph, I'm going to take you up on that. I've never been to Portland, bro. Word. Ever. So I mean, let's build. So okay, I ain't know Cas. I figured Cas been everywhere. Okay. I figured he done been there. Been to Portland. Okay. Maybe we need to go together, Rawls. Yeah, let's go do a show. And then you got any connects with the local universities? Let me get a little talk at the university. You know what I'm saying? Bro, yeah. Let's absolutely build. Let's build on that. Okay, we gonna do that. Gonna do that. Cas Metah, J Rawls, the project is Criminally Blinded. I'm gonna continue to tap in with these fellas. Y'all get an opportunity to vibe to some more music on on the radio shows. Fellas, thank y'all so much, man. Truly appreciate y'all. Peace. Yo, big ups. Thank you so much, J Rawls and Cas Metah, for just coming through and spending some moments, man. It really means a lot. As we talked about, I dig the project. I have the vinyl, and it is it's really a gift to have in my collection. So I want to encourage everybody to continue to support these cats as they continue to make great music, and go cop that vinyl, man. And like they said, man, you want to definitely support the artists, support them directly as best you can.
Cop the merch that goes to the artist. If you are just really making your way with music via digital, yeah, it's okay to stream on some of the platforms that are available to us. But man, go to Bandcamp and purchase your music from Bandcamp. That's right now probably the best of all the streaming services that really help to support the artist. So be sure to do that. Once again, man, thank y'all so much for rocking with me on the Klyph Notes podcast, man. Big ups to my supporter for a number of years, Akepele Apparel. If you haven't checked, be sure to check them out online. Akepele.com. That's AKEPELE.com. Also, check them out on socials, man, because they got the pop-up that'll be going on through the end of December of 2023. So you may still have some time to run down there and grab yourself, some holiday gear, some tees or some sweats or man, they just got a bunch of really dope stuff down there. And it's a cool space, man. So big ups to my guy, DJ Renz and Akepele Apparel. And last but never ever least, big ups to the homie, Theory Hazit, for creating the theme song, the official theme song for the Klyph Notes podcast. All right, y'all. Until we have an opportunity to do this again, y'all be blessed. Peace.